am going to be reading to you Lost Treasure of the Emerald Isle, written and illustrated by Geronimo Stilton himself. In all, this book has 116 pages, so let's hop on to the reading. Late again. Putrid cheese bug. It was 9 o'clock, and I, Geronimo Stilton, was late for work again. I rolled out of bed in a minute and was dressed at 2. Pretty fast considering I'm not really a morning mouse. Cheese slices. I hate Monday mornings, I grumbled while brushing my teeth with cheddar-flavored toothpaste. Then I hurried downstairs, stumbled over my tail, and tumbled all the way down to the door. Thump, thump, thump. So much for being as quiet as a mouse. The streets of New Mouse City, the capital of Mouse Island, was as noisy as ever. I guess everyone was late just like me. Cheese delivery trucks were everywhere, horns blasting. Mice, rats, and rodents of every size and shape raced by in carriers, taxis, and mouse-driven sneakers. Taxi, I just shouted, jumping into a cab. 17 Swiss cheese center. Minutes later, we pulled up to my editorial office. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you that I run a newspaper. It's called the Rodents Gazette. I took the stairs 2 at a time. I burst inside. What a workout. I was pooped. Maybe I shouldn't have cancelled my membership and waxed Lane after all. But before I could think about it, Marcella, my secretary, tackled me. Mr. Stilton, finally, she cried, her glasses dangling off one ear. There was a crowd of rodents waiting to see you. The designers, the printers, the mouse who works at the water cooler, and the editor-in-chief wants to speak with you immediately. I headed to my desk. Marcella followed. The copy machine is jammed, she continued. Another mailroom mouse quit. And boss, don't you forget you promised me a raise. My head felt like it was about to explode. Even my whiskers hurt. I wouldn't wish this day on the meanest cat ever. I hate Mondays. Thea's secret. At lunchtime, my sister Thea, who was a special correspondent for the Rodents Gazette, came by on her motorcycle. I am taking you out to lunch, she said. The mouse house. She grabbed my paw and whispered, I have to tell you a very important secret. 20 minutes later, I peeled myself off Thea's motorcycle. My teeth were chattering. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I shrieked, tugging my whiskers back into shape. Why, oh why do you have to go so fast? It's dangerous. One day we're gonna have to end up sipping cheese at the mouse, 2 straws at the mouse generator. Tisk, tisk. Still the same old Freddy mouse. My sister laughed slipping into the restaurant. Of course we could sit down, Thea. Before we could sit down, Thea had to greet 50 friends. Hi, Ratsy. How are you doing, Spacita? I rolled my eyes. Thea had more friends than a cheese delivery man the day before Thanksgiving. Finally, we were seated. So what is it? I asked impatiently. But my sister was busy looking at the menu. Why don't we order first? She said. Cheddar ravioli for 2, she told the waiter, with extra spicy tomato sauce. Spicy? I crowed. You know I get a heart attack. Did I mention my sister can be incredibly annoying at times? Thea waved her paw. Oh, please. You could use a little spice in your life. Besides, you'll have to get used to eating all sorts of food on our trip, she whispered, winking at me. Trip? What trip? I asked. Do you want everybody to know? She said, pinching my tail. Well, what are you talking about? I hissed. Thea glanced. Hold your whiskers. I think the waiter may be spying on us. He looks a little suspicious, she said. Who on earth would want to spy on us? I cried. My head started to pound. If only you knew, my sister replied, looking very mysterious. I clenched my fist. I couldn't take it anymore. I climbed onto my chair and screamed, What are you talking about? Everyone stared. Slimy Swiss balls. Someone got over the wrong side of the hole today, said Thea, when she began talking anyway. I found a map of the island showing the spot where treasure is buried, she squeaked. The emerald eye. From under the table, she pulled out a yellow piece of paper. I found this map at the flea market, she continued. Oh, Jenkins, you must come with me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, she finished excitedly. First of all, don't call me Jenkins. The name is Geronimo, I cried. Second, I will be too busy at work. We are about to publish the next volume of Golden Rules for Dummies. And besides, whoever heard of the Emerald Eye? It's ridiculous. Thea grabbed my paw and stared straight into my eyes. But you're my big brother. You can't let me go on my own, Jelly Belly, she squeaked in her sweetest voice. My sister could convince a cat to cook dinner for her. My name is Geronimo, I shouted. That night, I drank about 10 cups of snoozy time tea, listened to my squeaky sounds, sleep tape, and counted grilled cheese sandwiches. Still, I didn't sleep one wink. Cheap junk for less. The next day, we were at the harbor. So, Jellykins, you'll come with me. You're not going to sail off all on my own, insisted Thea. Don't call me Jellykins, I cried. The name is Geronimo. Here's one thing you should know about my sister. When she gets an idea, it sticks in her head like a mouse. It sticks like a mouse in a glue trap. Before I do it, I promised to go with him on a ridiculous treasure hunting trip. And as every respectable mouse knows, a rodent's promise is nothing to joke about. Chewing cheese bits, shouted Thea, breaking into a dance. Then Thea showed me a boat belonging to an old retired sea captain. It was the color of cheddar, extra sharp, my favorite. The ship's name seemed to be a good sign too. Lucky Lady. Lucky Lady. My sister stared at that ship. Then she winked at me. You know, two sailors are really not good. Are really not enough for this boat, she said. Do you know who else could come with us? Trav. He's an expert sailor. Sailor? 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 My memories of Cousin Trav Stilton was also known as Pushy Paws, were not very good. When he was young, he was a real nightmare. Trap! I sputtered. But Thea, you remember when he tied my tail up in a knot? I had to wear the same pants for a week. And what about the time he dyed my whiskers in that purple grape juice? But as I said, when my sister gets an idea in her head, there's no stopping her. Minutes later, we stood in front of Trap's shop. Cheap junk for less. The store window was dusty and very old, full of odd stuff. An old yellow photograph, a fake crystal, was supposed to ward off the cats, a box of whisker curlers, a super-powered fur dryer. We went in. As the door opened, it triggered a bunch of small brass bells hanging from the ceiling. Inside, a plumpish mouse was with short paws and a pencil tucked beneath his ear, sat with his feet comfy on a comfy reclining chair. He wore baggy blue pants and a pair of bright red suspenders. It was Trap. He leaped up and scurried towards us with surprising speed. Will I be a mouse's uncle? He shouted, crushing my paw in his. Long time no see. You two are always together, huh? Like cream and cheese. So what's up? Want to buy something? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, right up front, no discounts. Not even to relatives, cash only. He shouted in our ears. Is there some quiet we could talk? Is there somewhere quiet we could talk? Asked Thea. Trap led us to a library filled with books on every subject. Cats, cheese, cats who eat cheese, and mice who love them. The air smelled musty, and the winters hadn't been open since Christopher Columbus discovered Mouse Island. All of a sudden, we heard a horrifying sound. Meow! Thea and I leaped up into the air. Cat! We shrieked together. Trap rolled around the floor in a fit of laughter. Ha 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 ha! He spluttered. That's no cat. That's actually a tape recording. It comes on automatically. As soon as someone enters the library. Pretty cute, don't you think? Adorable, squeaked Thea, rolling her eyes. Well, it does keep rat burglars away, and slimy sewer rats too, smirked Trap. I wonder if I could take out a patent on it, he added. I could just hear the wheels turning in his tiny mouse-sized brain. I could make a bundle, he mumbled, his eyes shining. Then he turned back on us. So anyway, what are you two looking for? I don't have much time to shoot the cheese. I'm a very busy mouse, you know, he added with pride, puffing up his fur. Trap listened to Thea's rant with half-closed eyes, but I could tell he was interested because he started to twitch when he mentioned the emerald eye. Okay, I'll show you, he agreed. But anyone who dares to lay a paw on my part of the treasure is a dead rat. We toasted for a successful trip, and twisting our tails together we screamed. To our trip, friends together, mice forever. Chapter 4. Take me with you. On my way home, I stopped by to say hello to my favorite nephew, Benjamin. He's a cute little guy with fluffy ears. Uncle, read me a story, he cried. When he saw me, I sat down in the big comfy chair at the den. Ben loves stories. When he was younger, he always zonked out before I had a chance to finish my tale. That's why I dedicated my book, Stilted Cheesy Tales for Tiny Mice, to him. To Ben, I wrote, may you stay awake long enough to finish this book. Today, I can hardly believe my little nephew was 9 years old. I remember when he was just a squeaky little thing, drinking cheese sauce from a baby bottle. You're going on a trip? Ben asked. Ben asked when he heard about my plan. Oh, please, take me with you, Uncle. I can be your assistant. I carry notebooks, and I can sharpen your pencils. With cat-tooth pencil sharpener, he pleaded. Sorry, Ben, I said, ruffling my ear. Maybe next time, when you're a little older. Then I laid my paw on my right hand. He tucked his whiskers and on my left paw. This is a salute that we mice use on special occasions. That the hearts of two mice who love each other always stay connected. Thank you for listening to me read the first 5 chapters of Lost Treasure of the Emerald Isle. Thank you for listening.